WNBA Players Association, the union, the league, finally meet face to face for the showdown of all throwdown. Shout out to Bobby Flay. If you know, you know. Head to head, talking CBA, negotiating a deal, and it went exactly as the
WNBA is playing with fire and the extinguisher is missing. Diva meltdowns, fan disappearances, chaos at every turn. This isn't basketball, this is a reality show in sneakers. One more TikTok tantrum and the whole thing might collapse. Stick around, we're diving into the spiral. It's messy, it's unhinged, it's accidentally hilarious.
A lockout is looming for the WNBA, and I think it's about time that people start recognizing that that is probably the direction of what is going to happen with the WNBA, as yesterday's meetings didn't seem to go all that well. And that's directly from the mouth of players, and with what's going on in their comments, which they made yesterday or even today. I'm not sure when they made.
These players think they're Avengers. But it's more like a low-budget soap opera with logos. Being marketable got replaced by being unbearable. And the Players Association is treating this rebrand like gospel.
Owners putting their foot down and saying, "Are you ladies out your damn mind?" The Players Association asking for abnormal things. "Oh, but we want 50% of revenue share. Oh, but we want this and we want that." Yeah, it didn't go over too well, folks. It didn't go over too well. And with every statement that we hear from the Players Association, from their representatives, from their executive director, and every non-statement we hear from the league, it just continues to kick this can down the road, heading toward a WNBA
V3. Forget basketball. This is a group therapy session in motion. Every pick and roll comes with eye rolls and subtweets. They've decided that calling fans racist is good PR. Forget stats. Forget development. The game plan is alienation with a side of Instagram rants. That's not how you grow a league. That's how you burn one down.
We've all been wondering, what are these players' demands in these CBA negotiations? What are they asking for? Are they asking for Rolls Royces? Are they asking for Jason Tatum contracts? We don't know what they asking for. We wanted answers, and Gabby Williams gave them to us this morning. Oh man, she was cooking with hot grease. Gabby Williams was cooking with hot grease. She was clocking tea, is what they call it. Gabby Williams went in this morning about how bad the CBA negotiations went with the owners and how the players' words went in one ear and out.
Now they're floating strike threats. Yes. Let's all panic because players making six figures want to sit out. But here's the truth. Nobody outside those 400 fans would even notice. You can't hold a league hostage when nobody knows it's been taken. It's not a movement. It's a sock puppet ransom. Walk out. Go silent. The league might actually gain viewers from the break.
I hope there's a WNBA walkout. I do. I hope the women of the WNBA walk out like they're threatening. The WNBA's Players Union. They announced that the players will opt out of their current collective bargaining agreement with the league. That's right, they're opting out. They have that option. They announced just a day after the WNBA finals concluded that the New York Liberty, New York, which is good for the league, won. Big market. It won. Caitlin Clark, not a big market, but a big star. So they've won. But the league has lost, as we've talked about, $40 million.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is trying to play real basketball. She's dodging elbows, enduring shade, surviving the media. And now they want her at the bargaining table. Absolutely not. That room isn't negotiations. It's Real Housewives with sneakers and jealousy. Players side-eyeing every stat. Whining about every headline. Plotting in group chats like high school never ended. Clark should be golfing. Not babysitting egos that peak in locker room drama. And don't get it twisted. The union is fractured. Even the president can't keep peace on her own bench. Some sitcoms have less drama than this roster.
See from all these different interviews is there's a certain lack of understanding of business. And while I will always champion for people to get as much money as they possibly can, and they should fight for every dollar that they possibly can, they need to have some level of leverage and information that proves their stance, proves that they earned this compensation that they are so very.
Leader is beefing with teammates. Maybe you aren't a movement. Maybe you're just loud. Olympic level delusion. Players with 6 points acting like revolutionaries. Bullying Clark is not bravery. It's branding failure. And it's working. People are rooting against them. The front office is probably hiding under desks. Sponsors want numbers. Not soap opera scripts. But the players think hashtags are talent. They light the match. They demand applause. And they poke Clark like she's not their only.
The league kind of ignored that and just put in whatever it is that they wanted. Now, it is no doubt that the WNBA is growing, right? We have new teams that are being added to the league that are going to be up to 18 in the next few years. We've seen record-breaking views, so it shouldn't shock anybody that the players are asking just for a way to reap some of those benefits. And from the looks of it, because it doesn't look like negotiations are going very well, it does look like the league is trending more towards a lockout, which obviously would not be good for anybody because right now this is at a stage of.
Clark could nap during games and still carry this league. The envy is deafening. Cheap shots. Snide quotes. Fans are not showing up for the others. That's not on Clark. That's on the product. And instead of protecting the spark, they smother it in bitterness. Let the strike happen. Let the tantrums fly. The casual fan won't even blink. This is not the NBA. This is not the NFL. This is a league gasping for air. And the players keep stabbing the tank. Clark needs to run. Fast. Get out of the ego pit before it swallows her whole.
Officials know what they're calling and what they're not. They know what to look for and what not. Caitlin Clark is a really big deal. And I wonder if they're not calling fouls on her on purpose. Now, I'm not saying that's why she got hurt. I mean, I'm not saying that. But I wonder, just watching these games, are they not calling fouls where she gets hit on purpose because the backlash and what could happen, the optics of, Caitlin Clark getting all these foul calls, getting superstar foul calls, what that would do to the WNBA conversation. And
now they want Clark to play peacemaker. That's rich. Asking the rookie to clean up a mess she didn't make. She's barely survived her first season without being elbowed into orbit. And now she's supposed to smile at the owners. Sit across from people who tried to cancel her. It's absurd. Meanwhile, Breanna Stewart is plotting her side league. Because nothing screams confidence like building an escape hatch.
You gotta pay attention to the breadcrumbs. Pay attention to the breadcrumbs. She said it's a problem having games, 3 to 4 games a week. 3 to 4 games a week, which is crazy to me. I like 3 games a week is not that. Y'all want more money and less games is what it sound like. It sound like y'all want more money and less games, bro.
So I don't think we're going to be able to play everyone 3 or 4 times.
This isn't growth. It's panic. Texting your ex just in case. Unrivaled is a backup plan. Unwatchable at best. Basketball karaoke. Highlight reels of missed layups and awkward pull-ups. And unless Clark is on the floor, nobody's watching. Nobody's setting reminders. Nobody cares. This is the WNBA's version of a bad spin-off. Trying to make the side character the lead, but forgetting what made the story good in the first place.
In the WNBA dump is ruined prematurely. This dump of a league, they just can't catch a break. This was supposed to be a celebratory day in the WNBA. Wednesday, July 9th. This was supposed to represent the immaculate return of the Great White Hope, the icon of icons, the star of stars, mainly because in their 3 decades of existence, the WNBA has never seen a star. The only stars WNBA players get to see are the ones in
The rivalries feel forced. The talent feels mid. The scoreboard rarely hits triple digits. And they think fewer players is the answer. It's not. It's a gimmick. It's desperation disguised as innovation. If people don't want the 5-on-5, cutting it in half won't help. It just highlights what's missing. And now Clark is supposed to pick sides. Broker deals. Smile through meetings with people who resent her existence. It's laughable. She's the rookie. She's the draw. She's the money.
Looks like new CBA negotiations are just not going well whatsoever. So according to reports, it seems like the league gave the WNBA players the new CBA offers and the players went and rejected it. Now, although we don't know the exact details as to what the league has offered, we know some of the reaction that the players have had. Like, for example, Brianna Stewart from the New York Liberty spoke out saying that it's extremely frustrating and basically they've ignored everything that they have asked for. Now, according to reports, the players are looking for improved conditions, increase in revenue sharing, and an increase in annual salary.
And yet the pressure is on her. Hold hands. Sing songs. Bridge gaps. While the others launch side leagues and plot power grabs. It's sabotage wrapped in Team Unity shirts. Fans aren't here for politics. They're here for basketball. And unless Clark's on the floor, they're changing the channel. That's the cold truth. The infrastructure is leaning on her back. While the rest act like they're doing her a favor. The entitlement is stunning. The hypocrisy is radiant. And the strategy, if you can call it that, is just chaos with a press pass.
For what could be a make or break when it comes to the new CBA for the players. And some of the news that we have seen of late has not really been too favorable towards the players. It's been a lot of people coming up with various quoting, like Asia Wilson was kind of stunned by thinking what the owners think of them. Sasha Sabali's been vocal, Angel Reese has been vocal, and it's been a entire black cloud, I would say, hanging over.
Keep Clark out of the negotiations. Keep her out of the gimmicks. Let the drama squad spin. She should stick to what matters. Real basketball. Because if she leaves, it's over. Game done. Curtains dropped. Mic off. And all they'll have left is an echo of what could have been.